All right, back again, Mow Trappin Podcast. Get my headsets on, man. Uh, there we go. What up with a Batiste? What up with a Lawrence? What up with a Cobb? Hey Cobb, Genstone, I'm back. I'm back, Cobb. What up with it, Wilson? Yeah, I'm back, man. We gonna talk about it, Cobb, man. What up with it, Will? Hey, man, if y'all don't know, bro, I don't know how close y'all is to St. Louis. What up with it, Shane? I don't know how close y'all are to St. Louis, but St. Louis got a tree event this weekend. It's actually the 6th through the 8th, so it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's almost like the Quip Expo, except it's for trees. What up with you? What up with you, Marcus? Hey, Marcus, man, let me tell you something, bro. My phone, how I got it, like I say, it's still, man, I got 15 minutes well, 30 minutes on social media. It blocks me out after that. But I be needing that when I open up my phone and I see that message from you, Tate 100. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you up, Cobb, tomorrow. We definitely could talk about it because yeah, they had to walk me through the whole process, which it was the same thing. It's just different management now. You feel me? So still the same thing. What up with it, Jones? Never heard of it. Yeah, I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop the name of it right now, man. Yeah, I've never heard of that tree event. And it's so funny, Will, because that tree event that's in St. Louis, it actually takes me 3.5 hours to go to Louisville. That tree event is 2.5 hours from me, which is which is crazy. So hold on, I'm gonna drop the name of it because I screenshotted it. And last year, man, I first found out about it. Hold on 1 second. Oh, I done did something. Okay, here we go. Yeah, last year I first found out about it. Expo. And I missed the event. I was too late. So I'm gonna drop it. It's right there. There it is. It's in St. Louis. It's called the TCI Expo. It's at the Americans Center Convention Complex, Will. So yeah, never heard of it, man. But I definitely I'm thinking about going down on Friday, man. I can make that down there and I could basically go down there early in the morning, be there, enjoy it the whole day, try to get some footage, let y'all check out some and be back at night. So that's you know what I'm saying? How far Will, how far are you from that, man? Because I'm telling you, if I come down there, you get in the car. I can like I said, I can take off early in the morning, I can be down there no problem. Drop it in there. We're gonna get it cracking, man. All right, we back. Mow Trappin Podcast, man. 20 minutes from you. Okay. Mow Trappin Podcast. We back again. And the obvious elephant in the room, my dog Crawley ain't here, man. Last week, Crawley hit me up. He said he gonna step back for a second. And y'all know what it is. Still, everybody checking out my I already know y'all checking them out. Still go watch them. Still go check them out. Still go, you feel me? Like all that. Still is what it is. So but we back in here, Mow Trappin Podcast. Another episode, man. Episode 61. Boneyard Lawn Service solo operator down here in Paducah, Kentucky. Definitely trying to change that solo operator real fast if I can. Like I say, want to keep it where it's always manageable. And back in here again, man. Another week. This past week, what's been going on with me is trying to build a system. Got to build a system, man, because I feel like I got to build some plug and play, some real plug and play to where, regardless of who's in what spot, the business can still run the same. Like I say, solo right now, I don't want to get it unmanageable, but to turn up how I want to be able to, hey, some shit gonna come with it. I got to take on a lot more, man. I got to be able to come with this hiring process. This past week, like I say, the ZVN, I took them back on the property management company. Today, I had an estimate hit me for a big apartment complex. This is a nice size apartment complex, man. This is one of those apartment complexes where it could be 50, 80 grand, 90 grand for the year. You know, a lot of people now they trying to cut back, but I got this referred to me from somebody else that I've been dealing with on one of my commercials. This could be the price. This could get me to where I can hire. So I got to go back there tomorrow, go holler at them, check it out. Uh, man, it's a nice size property. It's really nice size, and with that, I ain't gonna be able to do it by myself at all. But like I said, it put me in position where I can hire, and that's one of my main things for next year. If I can get me just one guy in the truck, just one. If I had just one, I could take on this no problem. So I'm gonna figure it out. I may end up hiring before the spring, especially like taking back with this ZVN if they keep me with some fall work. Basically got all my customers. I'm running them to the end of this month still. Next month we'll play it by word, and that's what it is. So this past week, that's what's been up with me. Other than that, man, I'm trying to think what else been going on. Building this system. That's the main thing, man. I got to build a system, man. Because right now, I got a more than need service. I still got work that I got to do. Still got social media content I got to try to put out. And it's out of whack right now. I just admit it's out of whack. The customers, they still good. Like I say, the calls coming today surprised me. I had that one big one, but I also got two other calls. Got work still coming to the end of the month, but the system is really out of whack. I'm really where I need some help, man. The apps is only gonna do so much. I really need me a physical guy in the truck. I ain't in denial about it. The price of things right now, you're not gonna be able to get nobody cheap the way that things is going. Y'all see how it is. The food stamps getting cut. You know what I'm saying? We might got some guys still in the truck who getting food stamps. I was getting them my second year. You feel me? So we might got some guys who food stamps getting cut, who working for somewhere else, so they somebody in their household stuff got cut. Man, we got to pay next year. So you're gonna have to. I feel like you're gonna have to. You might not. If somebody else knows some sauce, man, drop a comment. So, and then with that right there, that's gonna lead into the news that I get, which is landscapers and lawn care workers on the IRS radar. Clear start tax warrants for about unreported cash jobs. See what I'm saying? So it's coming to this now. They putting us on the radar, and what's happening is what's crazy. When I went and did my taxes this year for the city, and I was behind for my city and my county, and I went and talked to them this year. And when I went down there, one of the things they said was, "Glad you came down here and cleared up your stuff." The guys who doing a lot of blue collar work is gonna be on the radar. Last year we had I think it was I want to say like the plumbers and electricians and guys like that got audited last year. This year, my city said landscapers, lawn care workers is who we're gonna watch this year. She told me that clear. I get up tonight, I get the news, I pull it up, and it says it right here. So see if I can read this, man. It says new IRS enforcement efforts high risk for self-employed landscapers and lawn care crews who often rely on cash payment. And it's talking about down here, I believe it's in Texas. No, it ain't in Texas, it's in Irvine, California. And so it's just, man, it's just running down the thing that obviously we all know, man. Them taxes, that money thing. You see me do a couple videos on Instagram about paying taxes. Just get it right so you don't have to go back and try to correct nothing that you could have done the first time. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no way around it. You gotta pay them. They gotta get paid. Now with all these apps, with all these so say if you got like if you're running something like I can't even think of the name of it. It's on the tip of my tongue right now. It's one of the apps. It's one of the apps. QuickBooks. QuickBooks. Okay, so if you got something like QuickBooks going, you got something else going on like Yardbook, You're Able, Jobber. You got one of those also. Those can help you a little bit with your numbers, especially if you got everything card on file. And they saying this right now. I ain't telling nobody to cheat nothing. Do what you got to do. You figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But one thing, do not play with the IRS. I've known guys who went to jail for money problems, no drugs. I know some kids here. They ended up breaking in their uncle. So when they broke in their uncle's house, the uncle had a safe in the house. The kids took the safe out the wall. They hit the uncle for 300,000 cash he had in the wall. Well, the 300,000 in cash had the IRS and the FBI on his radar. He got on their radar just like that. They came in his house. It was 300,000 he had unreported. His nephew ended up getting in trouble. The little kids getting in trouble. All of them end up with slap of the wrist type thing. The uncle ended up getting 6 years for I believe it was tax evasion is what he got hit for, where he had that 300,000 in the wall hiding. So, man, just y'all seen the clip. This a heads up. That's why I try to give you the news, man. So, one thing with the law, they gonna tell you, ignorance is no excuse for the law. So, let me get this off here. So yeah, man. So that's the news clip for the day, man. And like I say, back this week, man, all I've been doing is trying to catch up, man, on building this system. I gotta get this system built, man. I got in here today. My last yard when I got done was right before it got dark. So everybody know the time went back. And as the time went back, you're losing time. You got to get up earlier to get the jobs done. Even though it's colder in the morning, you still got to get out. I ain't been able to get out a couple last couple days. I had some Zoom meetings early as I wanted to. But you got to get out earlier. And like I say with me, I'm in capacity, man. I'm trying to do everything. It's only so much that I can do as one man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, the apps are cool, but sometimes, man, you gotta have some physical hands in there to help you out, man. We all gonna need help at one point. Now, that's why I said building this system. Once I built this system, it wouldn't be such a headache as it is right now, which is part of it. I was trying to I got some stuff in my phone, man. I was trying to airdrop. I'm gonna end up sharing it on a clip on IG. But it's at pricing with those customers too. So I've been talking to somebody this week. He's got a lot of customers. Everybody on his customer list is prepaid the beginning of the month. He does everything on the property. He's seeding, he's aerating, he's mowing, bushes need trimming, bushes getting trimmed, limb removal, he's doing it, he's doing everything. But everybody's on a set fee. It's keeping him where basically he goes all year round. My thing is next year, I'm trying to get my customers on 10 months. I may not get them to a year, but at least 10 months. I want to be working that yard between March and December. I got a lot of customers already. They on board with it. March and December, the price has to go up. There's no way around it. Like I said, I'm actually about to pay some money to do some little marketing. Man, I just got to have an average price. You don't have to have a lot of yards. My average price, what I'm trying to hit, it's gonna sound crazy. It may not sound crazy. I'm trying to hit $400 to $500 off the client. If I can get $400 to $500 off the clients, it won't take me, man, to have no 60, 80 clients. I can have about 40 to 50 solo. hella manageable. You feel me? 10 months, I can pay those bills. It ain't all about what you making. It's about what you keeping. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, I ain't did no. I started doing a schedule, not a schedule, but a budget last year. Got out the budget. This year, I've been doing a mental budget. I admit, I ain't been on my notepad. You're able has really helped me with that. But I gotta sit down and I even gotta tighten that up as part of that system again. That budget gotta be tight. Once that budget is tight, then it's no problem delegating these jobs to where, okay, I can get this guy in a truck. It's going to be hard to get these guys in the truck, man, next year for 16, 17, $18 an hour. I just don't see it working. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to shoot for a stack off my dudes. I'm trying to get them where I can have them 4 days a week. I can pay them a K. May not be no couple dudes, maybe one. He's got to be, man, his ass got to go hard. I ain't going to play. But if I can get that one guy, I just got to hire and fire. I got to do it. I got to build the system. I got to build this plug and play. If it don't work with him, hey, he's out the truck. Get another guy in there. If it don't work with him, get it out the truck till I get another guy till it's figured out. If I can get a guy like that 4 days a week, that's why I say jump my numbers up. The fifth day he's working, that's bonus for him. If he's out there Saturday, that's another bonus for him. You know what I'm saying? You got to compete with these other companies. And I'm not even speaking on far as lawn and land care companies. I'm just speaking on far as the man can go or the woman can go find work somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. So the numbers got to go up so I can pay who I need to pay. I can start delegating jobs, even with my editing and posting. I can pay a social media manager then, edit and post. Because I ain't going to lie. Like, I'm missing it right now. I'm missing doing it like I want to, but I can't because of business. And it really ain't because of the business. I'm gonna say it again. It's because I ain't got no damn schedule. I mean, not a schedule, but I ain't got no system built. You feel me? I got to have a system built. You know what I'm saying? And one thing with me, what I don't know, I'm going to YouTube University. You feel me? So y'all let me know what channels y'all watch. But I'm going to give you some of them dudes I'm watching with these systems. Shout out again to that Mike Andy show. That show with them turnarounds, them business turnarounds. Man, I'm telling y'all, if y'all up early in the morning, watch one of them business turnaround shows. I put them headsets in your ear. I'm telling you, you're going to see something at one of them shows you can tweak in your business. Mike got dudes that's solo. He got dudes on there with a couple guys. He got dudes that had 5 and they done cut back. Man, those Jonathan Poshnick. A lot of these guys I'm talking about, it's gonna be a lot of numbers. I know the numbers, like they a lot of people don't want them numbers, but the numbers is accountability. You feel me? So Jonathan Poshnick, that's another one. He's got a channel called 5 for 50. To me, this is just my personal opinion. I have to put Jonathan's channel up there almost top tier to me. The channel's called 5 for 50 because I'm in my 5th year. He's talking about taking 5 years to set yourself up for the next 50 years of your life. 5 years. You feel me? 5 years to set you up for the next 50 of your life. You know what I'm saying? So just channels like that, man. I'm watching them right now. I'm trying to tweak them. I got to get that system. And I want to get that system so I can come back and tell y'all, okay, bam, this is what I did again with it. You know what I'm saying? Because YouTube University, bro, it's speeded up the system it's speeded up a lot for me. You know what I'm saying? The AI is gonna speed up a lot more for us. The just man, all right, put it like this: social media. It's a lot of guys in your area, they might look at you as competition and stuff. Social media, you getting a chance to holler at guys. Hey, what you doing in your area? What are guys doing in your area? What you having to do to move around the competition in your area? You know what I'm saying? It's so much, man. Every single piece of resource that we got out here, you got to use it to the max. And I'm saying it again to build you a system, man. Because I'm going to tell you, man, we can't be out here overworked and underpaid. You don't want to be, let's just say we got a guy right now, and I'm going to speak to the younger guys. You don't want to be a guy 24 years old looking like you're 42, looking like you're 44. You feel me? Overworked, underpaid, beating yourself to the ground. Shout out to one of my guys. This was right before I started this, so it's got to be about 6 years ago. One of my brother, his dad passed. When his father passed, the doctor literally told his father he worked himself to death. That's what he said. You know what I'm saying? And right now I'm getting goosebumps, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to my guy, but told him he literally worked himself to death. He was at that company and just he gave it his all for another company. You know what I'm saying? Even giving it all for yourself, man. You gotta find a. They say it ain't no work-life balance, but you better find something to keep some sanity out here. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you're solo like me, this shit'll drive you crazy. Shout out to Gibson. I heard Gibson say the reason why he put up them videos is to keep him from going insane. You know what I'm saying? He said these videos keep me with sanity. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to do what you got to do to figure it out right here. Figure it out right now. It's going to be so much opportunity next year. Like I said last week, a lot of the Hispanic guys was not at the expo. ICE is just, man, they ain't playing. I don't know if y'all seen the thing the other night. Trump just said it. They ain't did a good enough job, is what he said. That's crazy. If you look at it, the Hispanic crews make up 50% of lawn and landscape. If anybody think the numbers is different, please drop your numbers. But me, before this year, if I seen 10 trucks, 6 of them had Hispanic crews. 5 of them had Hispanic crews. So that's like half of the workforce in our industry gone. So what's that gonna be? It opens it up for more work. You ain't gotta come in to be no cheap labor either. Now you can come in and start building you something, man. Start building you something now. Lone Wolf in his area, 75%. Next year's gonna be a chance to start building you something. If you just out there like I want a breakout year. If you one of them guys like, damn, I need to scale back. Now you can start trying to pick out them quality customers that's out there that's left on the platter. Go ahead and try to get them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we living in some times right now that's crazy, but for our industry, it's a great thing. Like I say, it's messed up what's happening with the ICE thing, but every time something happens fucked up to somebody else, it's just what it is. It creates an opportunity for another group. It creates an opportunity for somebody else. And man, it's gonna be time to capitalize on it, man. We got that. We got the AI. Everybody should know pricing now. You feel me? Hey, it's time to win next year. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying on that. So, man, tonight we got a guest coming in, man. Appreciate that. We got a guest coming in tonight. This guest right here, man. This guy right here, he's I don't even know what to say. I mean, I think y'all been wanting him. I don't know if y'all want him or not. It's been so crazy inside of the comments with him. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull him up tonight. The infamous Mario.
How you guys doing?
What's up, man?
Oh, how you been? Are you all right?
Man, doing good, man. I'm tired. I ain't gonna lie. I'm tired today. When I get done with this, it's straight to my daughter. I told her she can stay up a little bit on the iPad tonight till I get done with this. So yeah,
Sure,
we gonna
sure.
get to it. It is what it is. So Mario, here we go, man. How did you start and how did you get into this industry?
Man, let me tell you. Well, first off, let me start out by saying I was born in Colombia, raised in Kansas. Okay, moved to Miami, Florida when I was 14, and then 8 years ago, I've been in Arkansas, where I'm at right now. However, my career in landscaping didn't start until I was 15. I didn't even cut my own grass at my own house in Kansas. My dad did that because I was
Okay.
out with my friends playing. Okay.
Sound like
He
my
had this, huh?
sound like my sons. Go ahead.
Right, right. He had this crazy idea to take a vacation to Orlando during the winter months. So we went. We had a great time. Then he had an even crazier idea to move to Miami, Florida. And not just Miami, Florida. We're talking about the Scott projects of Miami, Florida. Okay. He didn't do the research, or back then in the 80s, there was no research. You just went. Okay.
Yeah.
He had no idea that living in Miami, even in the 80s, was three times the price than in Kansas. So he went from owning a house that was $150 a month to renting $750 for a two-bedroom. We had a full-blown big house to a small apartment, which is fine. Both
So
my
basically,
parents,
he went from So I mean to cut you off. So he went. Was he mowing in Kansas, or did he just start
no,
mowing when he got to Miami?
my dad, he is uneducated like I am, so he's always been a factory worker.
Okay.
hmm
Got it.
Right. So we moved to Florida, Scott Projects, and turns out my mom and dad working wasn't enough. They both had to work two full-time jobs just to make ends meet. Because back then, minimum wage was, I believe, $4 an hour
Okay.
per
Yeah.
for a full-time job. So one day, my dad didn't know what to do because he wasn't making any money. He saw someone cutting grass, and he goes,
Yeah.
"That's what I'm gonna do." And I was 14. I was like, "Okay, whatever." I'm not doing it. But he didn't have any money for any equipment. So one day, while he's doing, painting, odd jobs on the weekend, he found a lawnmower. He found a lawnmower and a weed eater in the trash. Now, my dad is not educated. However, he is a great mechanic. He can fix anything. So he fixed the weed eater and the lawnmower. And lo and behold, it worked. So we got our first property.
So literally, literally,
Yeah,
your dad was like one man's trash becomes another man's treasure.
yeah. And who
So
knew
go
that
ahead.
that would get to me to where I am today? Which back then we when we mowed that, we got our first yard. It was about maybe 2 to 3 feet tall, half acre mansion. I believe he charged $20, and it took us 4 hours to do. But he was happy because he made $20 in 4 hours. Now I didn't know. I was 14 now. I didn't know what dollars and cents. I went to school. So my dad, I want to say for 2, 3 years, he practically worked for peanuts. He lost some money, okay, because he's charging for a service, but not making the money. It's probably the mistake every lawn guy makes when they start out.
So when did you start touching the more with your dad?
Right away. Someone had a
Oh,
weed whip. My
okay,
dad
got
didn't
you.
want to push that thing. Remember, he's in his 40s, you know?
Ah, also he started the business in his 40s.
Yes. Yeah, my
Oh,
dad's always been we're from a village in Colombia. So we were Indians in a tribe, okay? So when we came to America, all he knew how to do was work in factories, okay? So he had no prior education. He didn't know how to make money. He just got whatever job and did it. I mean, he worked for free in Colombia. Might as well work for $4 an hour,
so yeah,
at a
so that's
factory and cut
that's
grass for cheap. Yeah,
got
so
it.
he would cut grass for super cheap. And then, our equipment kept breaking down. So he would buy a spark plug here. Back then, a spark plug was like 30 cents, 40 cents. So it was no problem getting fixed. and he needed a weed eater line, and it was frustrating. And because he never had the money to buy for the parts, he always had to find something to get it going. You don't know how we rigged so much equipment just to get it working. Like, I know so many shortcuts, but I don't need to do that anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, got you.
But
So with you and your dad out there, was it just you and your dad, or did y'all have help? Was it you, your dad, and say anybody else, or just you and him going at it?
it was just me and my dad. My dad didn't speak English, so I was sales. I was a
Uh,
lawnmower guy. I was the one talking to the customer. I was the one underbidding. I would ask my dad, "Well, how much do I charge?" And he's like, "Yeah, $30." But really, it should have been 300. But it was $30.
nah,
But
nah,
back then, everything was
nah,
practically free.
nah, but I'm gonna tell you though, no knock to your dad, but he was doing what we was all doing in the beginning.
Yeah.
Hey, taking the wrong prices. You feel me?
Now here's
So
the kicker.
go ahead.
Here's the kicker. My cousin at those times was in college. She graduated. She's the first person to graduate and get a degree. And so she got a job at a place called Ingram Micro. I'll never forget it because they gave her a shirt. She gave it to me, and here it said Ingram Micro, and I wore that every day because to me it was a fancy shirt. So once she got the job there, she moved into what this is back in 1996, where the first cookie cutter homes were being built in South Florida. That's when that whole thing started. So when my cousin moved into that cookie cutter house, she called us and said, "Well, Mario, how much do you charge to to cut our lawn?" So I drive over there and I saw this house and I'm like, "My God, if we cut these massive houses for $20, we're gonna cut this lawn for $20, and it's gonna take us 15 minutes to do." So
So
that's what I
hold
charged.
on. What type of cut you off? What type of mower was y'all using again?
A push mower, a Murray, as a matter of fact. If you
Murray.
guys
I know
know,
what type of mower you
okay,
talking about. I know Murray. I seen
yeah.
Murray. Yep, go
And
ahead.
then the Echo, but the gray cover.
Uh huh.
Back in the day, like they were gray before they were orange.
All right. So when you got over there with your cousin, what was that like? Was that like the start of y'all getting into neighborhoods, or
Yeah,
how was it going?
you got to remember, they created the whole neighborhood, but with only one house that she
Yeah.
bought. So I'm mowing her house while the other one's being built, and then once this is built, the neighbor moved in. He goes, "Well, who cuts your grass?" "My cousin."
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then now I have two, and then two turned into three, three to
Gotcha.
four, four to five, 10, 20. And after 15 years, we were doing 40 lawns a day. Now I didn't charge $20 throughout the whole career.
Yeah.
However, I didn't move up
Y'all
very
had got it up
much.
to 40 something. So it was still you and your dad.
Well, it was me and my dad for, I want to say, the first 2 years.
Uh huh.
And then after the third year, we needed two more guys and then one more guy because we got into pressure washing, and then another guy because we started doing landscaping, but very minor.
Okay.
I was running crews by the time I was 16, 17 years old
So
and
basically,
making,
like what we done heard too, like on the episodes, and what we see once y'all start getting on the property, they just start turning into pressure washing, the landscaping. People calling for it.
yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
they would call and be like, "Do you pressure wash?" And we would tell them, "Yeah." Yeah. But we didn't know what we were doing, or at
Getting
least
out there.
my dad didn't.
All right,
So
so go
So
ahead,
we
go
would
ahead.
go up there for cheap, you know what I mean? And get it done the best we could. And just like anything else, you may not do a good job the first time, but the second time you get better, the third
Yeah,
time, the fourth time, it gets better and better and better. And we grew so fast. And even though I was running crews as a teenager, a young adult, believe it or not, my dad was broke, could barely pay me, just enough for the guys, just enough for equipment. We didn't have anything commercial. We didn't have anything commercial probably till 1998.
And hold on. So that's 98. So you say y'all started. Your dad got started
95.
95. So about 3 years, y'all just running just. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hmm. So once we established, these crews, and we got one guy pressure washing, me and two guys cutting grass, and then one guy and my dad doing landscaping. It's astonishing that we could have all this work. It's almost like a hamster in a hamster wheel, just going, 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 but no money was being made. And that was a problem. And my dad felt it every day, pretty much his whole career, up until he retired. Now, in 2015,
So hold on.
somehow,
Your dad went from 98. So hold on. 90. You said 95, right?
95
To 2015. So that's what, 20 years?
at the least, yeah,
20 years. Yes, 20 years. Go ahead. Go ahead. My
20
bad. Go
years.
ahead. Timeline together in my head. Go ahead.
In those 20 years, my dad suffered a stroke.
Uh-huh.
He drank a lot because of the stress of the business of doing so much work, but not getting anything out of it. And I could see it and feel it. And I didn't start getting into YouTube until like 2013, 14. And when I'm starting to see these long guys and what they charge and the equipment that they have and how they're doing it and how they're charging, YouTube was training me to
Mm,
to basically do better.
got you.
I got a sponsorship with Echo due to a Facebook group that I still have today with thousands of members, which allowed me to go to the Echo headquarters back in 2015. That's where I met Genetic. That's where I met Calphus. Man, these guys did not have channels. I mean, they did. They were small. That's where I
Uh-huh.
met Johnny. That's where I met Lanier. That's where I met Brian. Brian lawn maintenance. That's where I met. Gosh, all the big boys today that you
So
see
hold
with the
on.
big channels. Hmm.
All right. So you fast forward a little bit. Hold on, because you skipped over something. So you said
Yeah.
2015, your dad was messed up. So in 2015, when you start watching those videos, you start implementing what you were seeing, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, that's all. That's all I could do. You got to
Okay.
remember, at
So hold
one
on.
point.
Go ahead. Go
Yeah.
ahead. I got one
At
more question. So at
Go
the
ahead.
end,
Go ahead.
you implemented that. About how many customers did you have? Because I'm sitting there thinking about something. So say if somebody had about, say if you had like 70 customers in, and you doing low ball numbers, and then you end up same 70, and you end up upping your price. Because it's like two-part question. I want to know like how it was like when you start upping your price. Did you lose some people, and also
I did.
did what type of people did you get once you got to that different price? That's yeah, it's like a two-part question.
Okay, we were charging $20 a lawn.
Uh-huh.
We were doing 30 lawns a day.
This is before 2015. So y'all like 2014 charging
This is
20.
back in the 90s. This is 90s.
Go ahead.
$20 a lawn in the 90s. In 2000s, we had transitioned to about 30.
Uh-huh.
Like we didn't jump very much because what we noticed is what we went from 20 to 30, we lost, I want to say 20% of our customers. However, we made more money, but we did
Mm,
less work. Okay.
yeah.
Once we recouped all those customers, because there's so many at this time, everywhere is building. We're cutting community. When once we go to a community, we're doing 40 houses. The next day, another 40, and
Yeah.
another 40, 6 days
Yeah,
a
it's a
week.
whole different demographic. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a whole but here's the problem with that whole demographic. Like you were talking about earlier, there's 50% of Hispanics here. In Miami, it's 100%. Okay. So we're competing with all these low ballers that don't watch YouTube. And that's why we couldn't really scale. Okay. So from the 90s, we're at 20. Back in 2010 to 15, we're now in the 30s. Okay.
Okay.
My dad moved to Arkansas with my sister and left me the company. And I was like, whoa. Okay. And he goes, just give me $500 a week. And I'm looking at the numbers like, how the fuck am I going to give you $500 a week when you couldn't even pay me enough? But I
And
did,
go ahead, go ahead. How many
and I,
employees did he have at the time whenever he gave it to you?
4.
Okay,
They were
got
all earning $100 a day at the time.
you. Okay, got you. All right,
At the time.
all right. And now
So
you can pay for it back because it's like it's filled in the gap on what I was all thinking. Go ahead.
now here's the thing, because I listened to YouTube, I upped my price to $40 a cut. I lost, I want to say 60% of my customers. However, the ones that were loyal to me stayed, and I still made the same amount of money, but I had to fire my guys, at least half of them, because I couldn't pay them. Because
Yeah.
because even though I was making more money, my customers were used to my dad's old ways and pay when they felt like it.
Yeah, because I'm sitting there thinking about that. That's 20 years. They
Hmm.
were old. Go ahead.
25 years of wasted freaking time.
Damn. Go
25
ahead.
years of losing money. 25 years
So what
of,
would you
of, of
think? So what you think your dad's main thing was with not upping the price?
he's afraid to grow, afraid to be rejected. That's how my dad was. He was
Uh,
he to the
one of
family
those
he was
guys.
you know, but to the world he was timid. That's how
So he
my
was
dad
just
was.
basically overworked. He was overworking himself and underpaying himself. Go ahead.
Yeah, basically he wasn't making any money. He couldn't pay me. I receive half here, 100 here, 200 every week, every week. I'm telling you, that was my reality. That was my
All right.
reality.
So we're gonna fast forward. Let me get my
I took
questions out.
over. Right. We'll fast forward. How far you want to
All right.
fast forward?
No, we're going back to 15. We're going back to 2015 when you say you went,
Hmm.
met everybody
At,
at the Echo thing.
at
So
the
you
Echo.
took
Hmm.
yeah,
I'll
so
send you the
take it
link to the video where I met all these guys.
take it from the Echo thing to basically you said you took your dad's business. Take it to the Echo thing to where what crews you got and what type of equipment and stuff you was running then.
Okay. In 2000, and I still have the trailer out here where I have all my hunting stuff. I still have the trailer, but it was a 7 by 14 enclosed black trailer with 2 by 4s running boards at the bottom, real thick. I had a 32-inch Snapper Pro and a 42-inch Dixie Chopper. That's what I
Okay.
had. Those were the
So
only two, and my Echo Edger, Echo Weed Eater, Echo Blower. But
yeah.
at that time, that's all I had. When I went to Echo, they sent me all sorts of stuff,
Yeah.
too. So I had all the good blowers, all the good Echoes. I had all of it for free.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
so my equipment just doubled.
So
So
go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
so once my equipment doubled, I was like, man, I can work now. But at the time, I was so low because even though I took over the business, I was still implementing whatever I saw my dad do. I did it also, but just I charged a little more, but still losing money. I was afraid to charge more because I was afraid to lose more customers like my dad did.
All right. Go ahead.
You know what I
So how
mean?
you so right now, what do you where you at with it right now? What's business like for you right now? We got the backstory. Where you at right
Well,
now
no,
with
no,
it
no.
being
That's not the backstory, bro. I
so
lost it all.
yeah.
I
How you
lost it
lost your
all.
dad's business?
I lost the entire business, everything, due to a divorce. When I got
Ah,
divorced in Miami, uh, I went to such a deep depression. I didn't want to do it anymore. Okay. But I had to still make a living. So I started Ubering in Miami for a year. And then at one point during the separation, I was still living with her. She kicked me out of the house where I lived in my truck for 3 days.
yeah.
Okay. Once my mom found out, they were in Arkansas. Once my mom found out that I was in living in my truck for 3 days, she's like, "I'm gonna send you $300. You're gonna get over here." It's like, "No, I can do this. I can do this." I said, "No, you're going to come over here." So I said, "Okay." I left all my equipment in Miami. I took the $300 and I drove from Miami, Florida, straight to Arkansas. And I'm driving like, man, I'm never gonna mow lawns again. I'm not educated as I'm driving, and I'm like, I'll just drive forklifts for the rest of my life and make minimum wage, and I'm okay with that. So that was my plan. However, life had another plan. Now, one of my friends, Mike, that lived in Florida, says, "What are you gonna do with your equipment?" And I go, "Man, I need my equipment because this minimum wage stuff isn't working. I
Uh-huh.
need it." So I go, "How much would you charge me to bring it?" And you guys, okay, give me $1,500 and I'll bring it for you. I borrowed that money from my dad because right now they're just living on Social Security. So he had a little bit of money saved up. He gave it to me and I sent it to him. He brought my equipment. Now, once my equipment arrived, I was like, yes, I can I can make a little bit of money. So that's when I started noticing that, man, these are big yards. Let me charge $60. And real quick, after 1 year, I saw that $60, I'm still not making money because it cost a lot of money to mow that yard to only gain $60. Then I met Mike. Mike is my mentor. He started telling me, look, man, I can grow your business within a year. And I'm like, man, eyes closed, ears shut. I just wanted to grind, man. That's all I wanted to do is grind. So he started messaging, hey man, I can help you, man. You don't have to struggle. Because he was the admin in my Facebook group and he would see my struggle, what I'm charging, because I would post everything. And he's like, let me help you. And then I finally said, okay, fine. What do you want me to do? He goes, you need to charge $100 a cut. You need to get out of that F-150 and you need a 250. You need a dump trailer. You need a bigger truck. So, but it all takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. So,
Now, of
uh,
course, yes. You telling me some shit when your dad started from all the way up to then. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I got a dump trailer, but at the time I didn't think, trucks are trucks. They're all strong. No, a 150 cannot pull a trailer full of debris, especially if it's super heavy. I almost killed myself. So I was forced to get into payments on a dually. At those times, those dualies were $40,000, which is nothing now. But back then, I
I
was like,
feel you.
God dang, $40,000 for a brand new dually. How am I going to pay this?
I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm at the point now to where I gotta have a bigger truck, and it's
You
calling
got
for
to,
it.
man.
I ain't got
You got
nowhere
to.
around it. Like I just don't got nowhere around it, and I'm saying it because last year and the beginning of this year, I did a lot of limb removal. I was doing with the property management companies, I was doing a lot of debris removal. So I'm doing limb removal, and I'm also going inside of a house that it might everything. It might be a house that's full of junk, and
Yeah,
so it's just my business is calling for it now. Go ahead though.
absolutely. The moment I got my dually and the
Mhm.
moment I got my dump trailer, I called him. So what do I do now? He goes, get on Facebook Marketplace and I want you to sell product, not your business. It's like, what does that mean? She goes, yes, sell products. Join Facebook groups. And then he told me step by step. And he goes, well, how much is it going to cost? And he goes, it's going to cost you nothing. I was like, nothing? I said, okay, I'll do it. So I made posts on Facebook Marketplace. I joined a whole bunch of groups. I made a listing, gravel. At the time, I was selling it at $300 for 7 tons of gravel delivered and installed. I made my first post and I linked it to about, I don't know, 60 Facebook groups that had 5,000, 3,000, 4,000, 8,000 members. And
Uh-huh.
after I clicked that night, I had 6 jobs that wanted deliveries, and each job had 3 loads at least per job at $300 a pop. Let's just say I was making an easy $1,000 a day just delivering rock and spreading it in the driveway. A
Now
thousand
let
dollars
me
a
tell you
day.
something. It's crazy. So when I first started my business, I asked my landlord, could I have all her properties? I said this before. She said yeah.
Yeah.
So she gave me it was like 7 properties. The next guy that I met him. I was just looking for work. I was on Craigslist. I was
Yeah.
on Facebook. It's a thing here called VCI. It's like a little local thing. It's like Facebook Marketplace. I was
Okay.
looking for work. The guy in there is so funny. Did you say that? The guy in there had. I met a guy on a VCI thing. He was looking for somebody to mow his property. When I got there, he had 6 different properties. So that put me at 13 properties. But this guy, all he did every day, him and his buddy had went half on a dump trailer. His buddy had the truck and he had a truck. They would just swap out trucks as needed. They went half on a dump trailer, and all they was doing was, I can't make this up. It's crazy. I still got his
I believe you. I believe you.
number. What he was doing was he was delivering gravel, he was delivering
Sure.
dirt, and I can't think. It was gravel, dirt, and something else he was doing. But go ahead. That's crazy. Go ahead.
There was a point where I was making $1,000 days just
Uh-huh.
delivering the gravel. They would spread it. They just want it delivered. And I would
He
do
got
4 or 5 loads a day.
okay.
I didn't even sweat. And I had lawns to mow, but what am I going to do? Make $900 in a day or $300 mowing lawns, and maybe if they don't tell me next time or not pay me, I'm getting cash money per delivery on the spot. Needless to say, I let go of mowing because the money was in the deliveries. And then I was introduced to sod. Oh my God. Sod was 20 times more profitable.
Damn.
Okay. Once I got
So
onto sod, that's all I wanted to do. Screw the gravel, because that was $3,000 a day, $4,000 a day, $7,000 a day. Okay. Doing sod. And then I got into high end landscapes. Holy smokes. Now there's $8,000 jobs, $10,000 jobs, 15. And remember when I told you my last biggest job was just this past December? How much was it? $25,000 in 2 weeks worth of work. Then I went on vacation for 2 weeks. I'm
wow.
telling you, man. I
So
I got out
go
of
ahead.
lawn care. However, you can still make money in lawn care, but you have to be at least at a $100 minimum and throw away that F-150. You need a 250. A F-150 is not rated to pull a trailer on a daily basis. It's almost like maximizing your truck quadruple in a day because it's just not rated to do it. It's really not.
Got you. So how long now have you been out the line game?
Man,
Can I still say? Well,
four
we'll
years.
say okay,
My
4 years.
I reinvented myself 4 years ago thanks to my mentor. It has been the most profitable 4 years. 2025, I made the most amount of money in the least amount of time. Like I'm part time. Okay.
That's
It, it,
that's
it,
not.
it's easy to make $2,000 to $3,000 a day, and I don't even do the job. My employee does it. I just go home and get on TikTok or watch TV, go
Yeah.
to a customer's house, I pick up checks, I cash them. That's what I do. That's it.
I'm gonna
I'm
tell you,
doing.
you got my mind like thinking a different way because that's my thing. Like what you said, it take time.
Mhm.
So, like I said, I'm 5 years. Next year be 6 years. I got the clients I feel like I want far as the mowing. I don't work my way up on Google. I feel like I don't really have no no problem getting the price I want. But the
Mhm.
thing is though, I don't want to have to do as many yards to get $1,000. Is what you said. Or what I like to do is because shout out to another guy, Ray Ray's Lawn and Landscape on YouTube. Uh, I seen Ray Ray one time. He mowed still too. It was 11 o'clock. Ray Ray had already did 1,400. Got a tree knocked down. They went out with the bucket lift, knocked the tree down. Boom, 1,400. Went out the rest of the day, had about 900 and more. Now that right there is different. You know what I'm saying? So, like what you
Here's what
said,
I
it's
do.
working different, man. Go ahead.
Here's what I do. I go out. I'm not a tree guy. You think my monkey ass is gonna go up a tree as fat as I am? No freaking way. What I do is someone calls me Mario. Do you do trees? Yes, I do. Which I don't, but I do.
Yeah.
And I'll look at a tree. I'm like, man, I know my buddy who is a climber and is licensed and insured will go up there for $1,000. I'm going to charge her 3,000. I'm going to pay my buddy 1,000. He's going to do the job. He's going to take care of all the debris, clean it up, grind the stump, and I'm going to make $2,000 sitting in my house or doing nothing.
Facts. So okay, you saying
I don't
something because
work. I don't work
yeah,
anymore. I don't work.
this year I did the most subbing I ever did this year. So I made about $4,000 this year, and I wasn't there. You know what I'm
Nice.
saying? And to
It's
me,
beautiful. Beautiful.
yeah, that's beautiful. You feel me? Because I did a fence job, I subbed it out, I made a nice amount. I did a cleanup, I subbed it out, made a nice amount. I had some debris removal, had somebody go get it, made a nice amount, but I made about $4 grand. So next year I'm gonna try to make about 25,000 just subbing and not being there. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
I can pay for my truck without being there if I can.
Let me
So
tell you something.
go ahead.
I don't pay. Okay, every piece of equipment I buy does not cost me any money, and I don't pay taxes on those units. Zero. You know, like when you go buy something at the lawn store, you
Uh-huh.
pay for it, and then they charge you tax.
Yeah,
Zero tax. There's so many ways around things, and it's legal. Okay, there's
yeah.
so many. There's so
It's
many.
man, it's just education, man. You gotta get out here. They say it in the word, man. With all thy getting, get an understanding. You know what I'm saying? And so that's with anything. So I got a quick question before we get you out of here. He said, "Is this the dude with the trimmer covers?" So
Yes.
drywrap.net. What's up with it? Just go ahead, drop it. What's up with it?
Oh my God, I didn't even. That's another business venture I just got into. A lady called me up, says, Mario, remember me from 10 years ago when you launched my business and we made a good killing, me and my husband? I go, yeah. Well, I'm divorced and he's screwing me over. I need your help. I need to sell to make my rent. I said, okay, let me take over the company. We'll split it 50-50. My percentage, I'll reinvest it back in the company so we can buy, because I have different ideas now, so we can buy the things that we need to do for the dry wraps, the trimmer covers. So once that happened, she's record sales. She made her mortgage, her light, her water bill in 2 weeks just
So
by just talking about it, posting it, because it's all about putting it in your face. And if you could put a good product in someone's face cheap, they're gonna buy it.
hey, one more thing too, Mario.
Yeah.
'Cause I heard you say this too. Can you talk about loving your business more than your family? Because to me,
Yes.
that sounds disrespectful. But go ahead though.
Listen.
Why
I'm,
you say
I'm
that?
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
be straight up with you guys, and I'll be
Go
honest with
ahead.
you. I You may not like what I have to say. If you don't like what I have to say, exit stage left. But if you really love your family, you're gonna put your business first before your family. Right now, because I put my business first, my wife and her kids have 100% of my access to all their shows. If she needs lunch, we go out to lunch. We do dinners every night. They have access to me because I'm well off. Now, I'm not working in the business. I'm working my business, which allows me to have several streams of income, which allows me to spend time with my family because I put it first. Now, if you spend more time on your family, your money's going to get affected, and that's when the real problems start. You guys
Listen,
already know because you guys are going through it right now.
listen. I'm gonna end it with that. With you, you know what they say. You will never lose a woman. You'll lose a woman chasing her, but you'll never lose one chasing money. At least it's what they. At
And
least it's what they say.
and buy my dry wraps because you're helping a single mom. Okay. I
Mario's gonna
re
send me some dry wraps. But since you
I
got the dry
reinvest all my money back in the company. I don't take a cent. Well, at least not yet.
man, appreciate you coming on, Mario, tonight, man. Stay on for 1 second. But
Hey,
appreciate you coming on, man. Take your time tonight, man, and
if I
get
could
you
ever
out
be a co-host, I would love it. That's for you. That's for you, baby. If I could be a co-host, oh man, that would make me so happy.
hey, I'm sending them to drywraps.net, baby. That's what's gonna happen. We're sending them to dry wraps, man. Appreciate you coming on, Mario. Stay in the back. Man. So that's what it is tonight, man. Had on Mario and her, man, and he said a couple things tonight, man, like the truck. I gotta get a bigger truck. It's calling for me, man. I got to have it now, dude. I missed out this year on a job because I couldn't go rent the skid steer. I didn't have the truck. You feel me? My truck couldn't pull it. They told me we got the machine here, we got the trailer here. I couldn't pull it. I was scared to tear up a transmission. He said that, and then another thing, 1,000 a day. That's my goal next year. I'm trying to pop 1,000 a day, man. If I'm coming out the door, I'm trying to touch 1,000, man. That's just what it is. So, man, appreciate y'all tuning in again, man. Mow Trappin Podcast, episode 61. And check y'all next Tuesday, man. Everybody still keep grinding. Season ain't over. It's still money on the table. Don't leave it there. We out.